Hello, Brother Ray here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we are trying to navally invade northeast Italy. We're trying to regular invade Hungary, and in the meantime, we have a convoy to deal with. The Diana has found a couple of these pretty expensive destroyers. Wait. Is that an unupgraded... Oh, someone told me about this in the comments. Okay, so I should just retreat the destroyer immediately. And so that she doesn't take any damage, so that I can get her refitted. I wonder how I missed that. There has, of course, been another update since I was recording yesterday. I am feeling absolutely awful today, so... apologies especially if you are a member on the channel. If you're not aware, channel members get early access to videos, basically either the day or the day after I record them, and I put them up on YouTube, and I get them ready for public release. Ever since YouTube added the ability to just go, hey, channel members can see this straight away. I think that's really, really cool. Channel membership is super cheap on my channel. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. Means that you basically get 2 episodes every weekday instead of 1 episode a day. But only when I'm fit and healthy. And I'm so sorry, if you're a channel member, you're basically getting 1 episode a day, but a day early at the moment. Because it's very hard for me to build up a little bank of episodes. Anyway, my rambling as the Diana steams into range. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good time to think about the strategic overview that we have here. I think we're in a good position with regards to Italy. I'm not sure what our end game looks like with Italy. If we are able to land forces, are we going to be able to do land invasions to push them out now that the British are not at war with the Italians? Yes, I mean, we do have the Chinese, I suppose, but just got to keep at it. Yeah, those destroyers don't... I mean, that is actually a good attack there. I was going to say they don't stand much chance against us, but those are sneaky torpedoes, given that we have Sonar 3, or those failures helped. Oh, beans. No. Way! More. Oh, okay. Not bad. Oh, the angle glanced off the side. Almost endless torpedo spam from them. But... oh, I missed! Oh my god. I should, mental note, have a look at torpedo accuracy. Because that's ludicrous. Anyway, both destroyers taken out. Very little damage to the Diana. Doesn't seem like much. 5-inch main belt with 1.5, 4.5, but it's plenty enough to keep out. Plenty enough to keep out these shells. Even their AP shells aren't working. Super heavy, tube panel 1, Pickrick, Cat ballistics. Yeah, just not powerful enough. What the hell? Oh, torpedo transports. That explains why there were so many torpedoes coming at me. I love torpedo transports. They're very rare. Very, very rare. I think you see them in about 1% of transport battles, but they are endlessly entertaining. What kind of torp is it? Oxygen 19-inch. Amazing. Love it. How many launches did they get? Because it's either side. Yeah, they get 2. 2 singles on each side of the ship. Hilarious. Getting a little bit of distance so I can get the odd pen, and there we go. All done. Lovely stuff. Right, I'm going to head back to the map and end the turn. Okay, another turn, another convoy. Oh, wait. I didn't get that. Yeah, it's one of these. They're old. Missed you, Lava. Get you refitted. Right. Yes, we have another convoy battle. Naval Evasion. I mean, yeah, it's not going above 80. Which, I mean, I have tried in the mod to increase invasion chance through the invade power in technologies, but I don't actually know if it does anything. And I tried to make it easier with port strikes, doing like 90% port damage, but to be honest, even again, it becomes very tricky to know if that's actually effective, because, well, it helps, but quite a lot of the time you're in a weird situation where the way that port capacity regenerates is a bit weird, because sometimes it will suddenly just jump back up to full immediately. Sometimes it can get stuck at 0. Like, there's all sorts of weirdness that can go on with it, so it's tricky. What are you guys doing? Like in a washing machine spinning around. Oh, I know what it is. They're probably bound to the convoy in some manner. So they're trying to keep position, but they're also trying to go at max speed. And because of the wonky division system, they are basically making their own little particle accelerator in there. Zooming around. Hilarious tactic if that's deliberate. Sort of strategy an AI would come up with. It's like, if I get ships in a division up to 150 knots, then the enemy won't be able to hit me. Now, this transport blob had torpedoes. Let's check for that. No, don't see any. That could have been mighty unpleasant. Tend to sit back a bit. So the problem with those Italian destroyers coming up against light cruisers of mine, the 6-inch guns massively outrange them. They need to just aggressively charge in against me. Get some torpedoes off at short range when I'm broadside onto them. Yeah, look at that. HE range for them is 8.1, and for me it's 14.8. Very difficult. And of course range also affects accuracy. So when they're at max range, you know, when they're at max range 8 kilometers, I'm almost at half range. Which means my accuracy is going to be so much better than theirs. So yeah, we can just stay at range, lob shells over, sink them. We do have a couple of light cruisers though, with the 7.6s, but they're Mark 4s, using very old propellant, 2 powder 1, which means they also don't have great range. 11 kilometers on their HE. It's closer, but again, we're able to outshoot them at distance. That's never a good situation to find yourself in. In combat, that the enemy can hit you and you can't hit them. Firing torpedoes. That's too far out. Not again against a ship with sonar 3. That's not going to be effective. Torpedoes are very deadly against a light cruiser or a destroyer, but you have to be able to hit them. You need to get pretty close, because they will detect them. See, there's me firing my own. Much more useful as an anti-big ship weapon. Assuming you've killed their escorts, of course. And yeah, just... Do we even take any damage? No. Just totally outclassed. Poor old Italy. Alright, we have taken Hungary, which is fantastic. The Italians are now launching into Austria, but unfortunately for them, they're launching from northeast Italy, which, well, hopefully we're about to take it. I don't know if this is an attempt to stop us. What's their army logi at? Fucking hell. Okay. 4. Cool. And we have a bigger army. Oh, of course, because their economy's in the toilet. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. Right, well, let's get this done. The Reina Mercedes have some destroyer assistance from a country I didn't check. Apologies to the... There is a... Yeah, that's a tricolour. That's Bulgaria, right? I was like, is that a Polish ship? And then it's like, wait, no, there's a third colour in there. And also Poland doesn't exist at the moment. Well, I'm always prepared to be a little bit more aggressive with allied ships. Plus, this is a battle. You want to sink the enemy. I'm going to move them to the side, though. I don't want them being too close. Again, we have a range advantage. The 5-inch guns do slightly outrange the Italians. See, when they hit, they do hurt. Yeah, launch and retreat. I may not mind too much you taking some hits, but I also don't want you to sink. What torpedo launch was that? You're on save, and you fire at a ship that is clearly either... which is directly in on you and probably turning. That's just a stupid move. Yeah, I think I should just up torpedo accuracy across the board. Just feels like both the AI and the player, they miss so much. And yeah, they're on save and they fire it in a stupid direction at a stupid time. Yeah, destroyers' guns just bouncing off, well, their shells just bouncing off the light cruiser's armour. Mind you, we're not exactly... okay, now we are. Because say we were either overpenning or we were not going through, which is an indicator of a good armour scheme on the destroyer, but yeah, at the end there we did. Lovely. Right, let's see what happens with their invasion. Ah, Britain, welcome to the party. Oh, and France. Oh dear. Oh, we're no longer allied with China. Fine. Allies is just such a weird thing. I can see that this has changed colour, and that there are 2 Spanish flags down here. So I think we have, in fact, taken northeast Italy, which means that Italy is now in serious trouble. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, they are sending... presumably these were the ships that were in the port to start with. I know this will cause a port strike on my own port, which isn't great. But I will take this opportunity to eliminate a few more Italian ships. And also, you know, get some screenshots. Marvellous. Again, I don't see any reason to even attempt to mess with any of this. You can all just... I mean, the Trifuno here could probably take out these three ships by herself. Don't really need all these battleships. Gardo says, "What do you mean you don't need us?" One down. Massive damage. Who did that? Adrien. Oh, someone fired torpedoes. Rude. Oh, they're not going to get to hit anything because the battle has ended. Ha 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 ha. All right, let's have a proper look here, because yeah, Italy. Oh, this is looking very bad for them, because with France and Britain declaring against them, we now potentially have the opportunity to push on land. Yep, there we go. This blocks them off from their attack on Austria. It doesn't lock them out of the Adriatic, does it? No, because these two ports down here count as being in the Adriatic. But it... Oh, they've already been locked out, the Central Med, in terms of their ships. What do they have left? 4 heavies, 3 lights, 12 destroyers. Oh, they've been building like crazy. Wow, everybody hates Italy. Amazing. Japan. Hi. Let's be amigos. Trying to think here. What do we do next? I know we've got a convoy battle down here. What do we do with our fleet? Because we've got Santa Perpetua here to keep an eye on the Adriatic. She'll do fine. They're already blockaded. Really, we just need the army to pull their finger out. What is the most vulnerable... Oh, I can't see. What's going to be the most vulnerable one to go for? Probably southern Italy, right? Let's move the ships south a little bit. And let's see what happens next turn. Right. Rhea back in action. Now, what we really need now, the army doesn't have any... There are no army operations going on currently. I don't care what they launch, just launch something. Go for Croatia, go for southern Italy, go for Rome. Go for Milan. Go for anything. Anything at all, please. Single transport. Because we have a chance here. If we just keep going with this war, because Italy can't really give us anything in a peace deal, apart from money. If we just keep going and going and going, and the army plays ball, we might be able to eliminate Italy. Now, playing as Spain and saying that you have eliminated Austria and Italy, that's pretty good. And I think, given that we're in the mid-40s and the game ends in the mid-60s, really, the 2 challenges left to us are, well, potentially turning on our allies and taking out either Britain, so that we can grab Gibraltar, Malta, Cyprus, but they have a bigger navy to defend, and or France, where we're going to have to try and take them on land. See, the problem with fighting France as Spain is they just waltz over the Pyrenees and destroy it. There's nothing you can do about it. But if France is looking vulnerable, low army logistics, we can potentially cause a huge amount of damage, take metropolitan France, or at the very least hold, and grab all the rest of the Mediterranean. We will just have to wait and see. Alright, 4 convoy battles, jeez. A lot of these are the same types of battle that we've seen before, but this one is a chance to see what the Italians have been cooking up. The Polar class, eh? 33 knots. Solid. 190% armor quality, so they've invested some technology into it. 300 million, not too bad. How much is one of our heavy cruisers? Yeah, okay. The price would indicate that they're decent ships. Guarding 10 transports, it has 4 single 10.5-inch guns. Now, whilst it's very tempting to poo-poo... Oh, fucking hell, a storm. Whilst it's very tempting to poo-poo any ship with single guns, if this thing has even a little bit of armour, it may not be totally useless. Come on, AI. Show me something decent. And it's a very long citadel, which doesn't inspire me with massive confidence. Can we get rid of the jiggling? Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. There we go. Otherwise, the layout is sensible. None of the guns are obscured. Or obstructed, I mean. Well, maybe Haytor a little bit with those torpedo launchers. It does have 6 torpedoes aside. And it's got these little secondaries. Hard to tell. Although, isn't that like the Heavy Cruiser 1? Modern Heavy Cruiser 1? It's like the worst Italian Heavy Cruiser hull. And they have many very, very good ones. I'm not a huge fan of this hull because it has this central boat deck, which you can't remove. They have made the problem worse, though, by putting a funnel on the deck rather than using this very long tower. Yeah, I fear that the Citadel is too long. Lovely weather. The range on me this time. And of course, because it's a storm, I'm slow as anything. Slow as anything. 24 knots is still a reasonable speed, but it's not the best. Right. Opening up. Might be worth popping smoke on the Carmen. Might as well cause some damage to the transports, just so they're not in the way, if nothing else. So I don't have to kill this heavy cruiser. Oh, it's taking damage. That's not a good sign. Bridge destroyed. What, 4 10-inch? Ah, there you go. That is not enough armour, sir. Not enough. That is barely any. But especially for a heavy cruiser. I mean, that'd be okay on a light cruiser maybe, but on a heavy. That feels very weak. They are hitting here. Oh, firing the torpedoes at the Navas. Interesting. Right, Carmen has fired her guns. Fired her torpedoes, which of course they won't be able to see until... I don't think it'll matter. Look at that flooding. They should pick them up when they get to about here-ish, I would think. Kilometre out, they'll probably detect them. But they have flooding in this compartment, which is not a good sign. Because if this floods, they will sink. Only having 2 compartments left. Look at that. Look at that. AI ability to dodge torpedoes. Always impressive, even though I've massively turned it down. Carmen has taken quite a bit of flooding there. But, yeah, that is Italy's last hope, I think. Those heavy cruiser designs could keep their transports nice and safe. Kind of ruined. Free fire with the torps. Watch. I bet you they can't even hit a transport. There you go. I'm not disparaging the crew. Just doing some testing. Yeah, they hit the one that had already surrendered. And the others all miss. Anyway, we should be able to finish off the rest of the transports, no problem. Hey! Even cooking off. Another one surrenders. Another one surrenders. They're surrendering because we're getting overpens mainly. Just very, very quickly killing the crew off. Look at that. Crew loss zooming up. Look at that. Whoa. Hey! And the turret even goes boom. Right, I think I'm going to end here, mainly because I don't really feel up to doing a super long episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.